This is Richmond Generals hockey. This is the Generals 18U HP team going up against Genesis Hockey. They're from Pennsylvania. We are in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Back at the rink for our 5-of-5, fifth of 5 games this weekend. It is August 24th, 2025. So far in the weekend, the Generals are 3-1. Started out with 2 big blowout wins, 9-1, 7-0, took a loss, and then came back to win an exciting game last night, 7-5, against the Long Island Edge. We're warming up. We've got 3 minutes. If you're watching the replay, you can fast forward a bit. We've got to take in the warm-ups. The guys settle in. All right, there's a buzzer. We're going to pick up the pucks, and we're going to get started here in about a minute. This is the Richmond Generals 18U HP going up against Genesis Hockey. They come from Pennsylvania. You're about 20 miles away, just west of Philly. Generals are 3-1 on the season, 3-1 on the weekend. Coach says this will be one of the tougher matches that we will face this season. Genesis Hockey known to be pretty strong, pretty big, pretty fast. So it's really going to take the boys some extra effort here to pull one out. We've got tired legs. I think Tim Moore was saying that Judah said everything hurts, and I'm sure all the kids are in the same boat. So they got to get one more game out of the way, and then they can sleep in the car. We got about a 5-hour trip home to Richmond. 25 minutes on the clock. We will be playing two 25-minute halves with a 10-minute ice cut in the middle. We won't be switching sides. Generals are in white. I don't know if we can see them down there, but we got the Genesis will be in green. We will have Cam Gaddis between the pipes, picking up the rotation for this game. He is 1-1 in the season. I switched my perch a little bit, so hopefully this one will be a little bit better. All right, trying to break the huddle. Looks like we're going to have a Judah Moore coming out on a forward. Not Judah Moore. Gosh darn it. I get fooled by that so easily. That is Ben Krug on the right wing. We've got Robert Covington as our center. We got... Oh, all right. We got Lucas Monroe between the pipes. I got Gaddis next to me, and they're offsides on the faceoff. All right, we'll get this lineup again. We got Covington as the center. Right wing is Ben Krug. Left wing is Caden Tapscott. Defensive duo is Ben Strode and Burke Jeanette. And we're off. General's trying to clear it out of the zone, feed it up to Krug. Krug drops it at the red line, picks it back up, back over, misses Tapscott, and goes off to the left-hand side. Back down just past Jeanette. Here come the Genesis with a shot high over the net. Pick it up at the wall. Krug trying to move it up the side, feeds it at the feet of Covington, and he sends it up, trying to find Tapscott, just a little bit off on that. Genesis are bringing it back around, moves it off to the right-hand side with a shot, and that's gloved by Monroe. Get a full 5-line change out here. Bobby Stewart out there to take the face-off. Jack Hiles with him. And it looks like Per Peterson. Bobby sends that up to Judah Moore. Then he's going to send it over to Per. He's got it at his feet. He's going to turn and shift. Puts it over to the wall. Hiles in the corner. Goalie just picks a little pick. I thought Stewart was going to be able to bat that out of the air and put it in the goal. It just went wide of the net. Agello on the pinch there. Getting caught up. Heil gets back to cover the blue line. Good teamwork there. Genesis keeps it in the zone. Around back behind the General's goal. Heil with a little poke and comes out in front. The General's able to clear to the wall. Heil unable to carry it up. That one, nice little poke there by Bobby Stewart. Bobby's on his horse. He's headed down the left-hand side. Little stop. He's going to drop to Jack. Heil picks it up. Goes into the corner. He's got Lugo coming in the right side. Little shuffle. Goes around to the other side. Lugo down in the right-hand corner. Genesis pick it up behind their own goal. Skated up through the middle. Heil coming to the bench. Ian Glass on the ice. That one batted to the ground by Agello. Feeds it up to Bobby Stewart and comes off the wall. A little far away for Bobby to pick that up. Judah Moore going back behind the General's bench to pick that up, and he feeds it to Ian Glass, who touches it. I don't like that. Leaving it in the middle of the ice in the high slot for Genesis. And Generals quickly move that back to the wall. That comes off the glass. Funny Lugo in a bit of a battle, and it comes back to the red line for the Genesis to reset. Repko on the ice now. He's going to steal this one. He's going to work it around. Shot goes to short side. Glass there to pick up the cleanup, and he couldn't get on it. Daniel Kim sends it over to Burke Jeanette. He feeds it up to Lugo. Lugo up the right-hand side. He gets put up against the walls. Good body play defensively by the Genesis. Genesis on the breakout point feeds it back, and they've got some speed coming up. Lugo picking that pass off and feeds it back to Jeanette. Genesis still in play. Got the puck. They got a guy in the low slot. Good play there by Jeanette to break that up. Goes over to Tapscott. He's got it in the corner. He's got some time here. Oh. I think he tried to flip it over to Repco here on the right side and takes it off the roof. That might have worked at Skate Nation, but you can almost touch the ceiling here. 22-19 remaining in the first half. We are 0-0. Robert Covington taking that face off, goes around to Jeanette. Jeanette's going to send it back behind the goal to Daniel Kim. Kim sends that over to Covington. He picks it up on his stick, takes it across the blue line. He's got Krug over there. He takes a shot short side and put it in the glove by the Genesis goalie. We'll get a face off. Covington takes the face off at the feet. Glass trying to work it. Tapscott. Krug sends it around back. Tapscott working it back behind the goal. Genesis taking it up the right side, looking for a little flick. They're going to chip it up. No icing. Ooh, wow, and that's a trip. No call. Genesis trying to go short side. General's trying to clear that out of the crease. Krug trying to poke that one. Covington going to skate up. Still has the puck. He's got Krug to the right. Oh, good poke check there by the Genesis. They break it up, and they bring it back into the General's end of the ice. Almost too many men on the ice there as Stroder hops over the wall. Thought somebody was coming to the bench. Got faked out, but no harm, no foul. Genesis picking up some speed, hustling back down. Woo! Stroder dumped in front of the crease. Ooh, a little touch there by Per Peterson. That's going to go all the way down. They're going to say no icing on this one either. Sent back around behind the Genesis goal. Heil trying to snipe one. Genesis, good pressure there by the Generals on the forecheck. Per Peterson gets it down Stewart, and Stewart is bodied off the puck. It's one of our first games Generals haven't scored in like the first 30 seconds. You know this one's going to be a tough one. Bobby Stewart's got it. He's got Per to the right. Bobby's going to hold it. Per's going down the middle. Bobby sends it across the ice. Just misses Per. He was tied up in the back check. Genesis coming back down with a shot, and that's just sticked away by Lucas Monroe, and it's put up into the netting. 20 minutes, 22 remaining in the first half. Shots on goal are 1 for the Generals, 3 for the Genesis. We're just getting started here, and all these guys have had a long weekend. I think at least the Genesis has been able to sleep in their own bed. That one's going to go all the way down. No icing indicated. Glass is doing pressuring on the forecheck. Genesis changing directions back behind their own goal. Sends it over the far side of the ice. Comes back. Daniel Kim going to pick this one up. Repko trying to leave it. Genesis have it. Going to get a shot off. Puts it into Judah Moore. Genesis still on the puck. And Moore, Monroe, sticks that one away to the wall. A shot there. Kicked away by Daniel Kim. Puck is bouncing. Genesis on the attack here. Trying to get this one out. Genesis holds it at the blue line. Send it in. Looking for the deflection. Monroe gets that off to the side. Trying to just misses Lugo at the breakout point. That one's going to go all the way back behind the goal. Kim sends that up the wall. Generals just can't get this off and get to the breakout point. Oh, a little miss there by Glass. Misses the puck and gives it up in front of the net, and that allows Genesis to get one in the net, and that's a score with the Genesis leading now with 19:20 left in the first half. Just a misplay on the puck. Glass knows he should have cleared that to the wall. He just missed it. Hey, it happens. We got a lot of hockey left, so Generals will fight this one back. Covington's out there to take the face-off with Tapscott and Krug. Genesis hustling to this puck after the face-off. They're going to go back on the attack. Got to clear it this time, guys. Still in play. And they finally get out of the zone. Tapscott's going to skate it up. Tapscott with a shot. Easy on the ice. Easy play for the goalie to put a stick on that. Strode takes that and feeds it forward, but it's going to be passed up. I'm going to get out of the way a little bit.
Oh, great play.
Nice little play. Oh, Generals put one in. Tapscott with the shot. Hopefully I didn't miss that one completely on camera. I'm right by the glass of the penalty box. Generals tied this one up 1-1, minute after the last goal. I knew something good was happening because Coach Stewart's like, oh, great play, great play. Caught the tail end of it. Just worried a puck's going to come down the glass wall that I'm standing next to, and I'm going to take a puck to the head. Stroder trying to get this off the wall. Puts that back around the other side to Jeanette. So we got a 1-1 game here. Generals matching goals with Genesis. Genesis on the puck, keeping it live. Jeanette pushing him into the wall. Jeanette takes him down. We're going to get a penalty on interference. And on the touch-up, I'm coming back, Cam. Can I take that spot? Sorry, you can. Sorry, I was just opening the door. Sorry, am I taking your seat? No, you're good. Back and forth for the Genesis. Intercepted by Heil across. He's going to try to chip that out. He can't clear it. Heil's going to try to get it out now. It's going to be an icing call. Nope, no icing. 18 minutes to play in the first half. Again, if the Generals are on the penalty kill, go another 1:30. Jeanette serves out his roughing call. Heil shorthanded, almost fed that to Stewart, and they're offsides. So Heil and, the coach wants a change here. We're going to get Heil and Stewart to come to the bench. Going to send out Lugo and Repko. Genesis wins that face-off, pulls it back, sends it across the ice. Lugo trying to ice it down, chasing it. Generals with almost a good chance of short-handed here. Genesis stopped it back behind their goal. 1:15 left in the penalty kill. Genesis bringing into the zone. Wrapping it back behind the Generals' goal. Still skating. Generals trying to set up a defensive. Watching the back door. Shot across. Oh, free in the crease. Whoa, yeah. Monroe just laying it out. Repko should be able to ice this one. Just going to send it in deep. Oh, that's in! Woohoo! Oh my gosh, it's just like Heil's goal. And Repko gets a floater. Heil sent that one like that. On a shorthander, Repko sends it in deep. And it bounces over the goalie's head and goes in the goal. So Generals pick up a shorthander here. They gave up 2 so far this tournament. Fight back and get one here. They needed that against the Genesis. And another, Krug was chasing that one. 35. Is that, Monroe, Lucas Monroe. Does he get the assist? Yeah. And so that's we're trying to work out jerseys here. Somehow Lucas Monroe gets the assist, but right now Genesis get a score on the power play. Let me fix the door. All right. Sorry about that. While we were away, the Genesis get the power play goal and scored, and so we're 2-1 now. We're getting distracted by the scorekeeper. We're just shocked they were giving the goalie an assist, but we'll take it. Peterson's getting that puck. Magello's going to move that up the wall to Stewart. Stewart feeds it to Peterson. Peterson with a long drive, that one wide of the net, looking for a rebound. Genesis takes it into the corners, passes all the way across, comes off the wall at a weird angle. Has to hold up at the red line. Magello turns us around behind the goal. It goes off of a boot. Comes up to Stewart. He's looking for Peterson. Peterson's on the right. And backing up. Hyle's playing a little bit different today. Usually he's the one kind of feeding Stewart. And right now it's Moore and Peterson, or Stewart and Peterson heading up the ice together. Usually it's Stewart and Hyle heading up the ice together. Moore sending this around. Hyle's going to pick it up off the wall. I wonder if the coach has adjusted how Hyle and some of the players are playing defensively here against Genesis. Just making sure we don't make sure the puck clears the zone before we're heading up ice. That one, Peterson and Stewart again. Taps got on the ice now. Long pass there, and that's going to be out of reach and an icing call with 15:20 remaining. Scores 2-2. Goals by Tapscott and Repko. And the Genesis matching on the power play, evening it up. Covington taking the face off. Won by the Genesis. They're winning. Genesis seem to be winning the face-off battle right now. Genesis coming down, looking for the long-distance pass, and Jeanette picking that one off. Thank goodness. He had a forward right behind him. That comes over to Kim. Kim sends it up the wall. Stewart's reminding them that's a late hit. Genesis coming down through. Foot-to-foot hit with Kim. Genesis still on the puck. Sends it in and across in front of the goal, and it's going to go all the way around and out of the zone. Genesis going to regroup. 14:30 left in the first half. Again, we're playing two 25-minute halves. That one off of Tapscott's stick. Held in play by Covington. Krug trying to get to it, and it's going to come back to Daniel Kim. Up off the wall in front of me. Tapscott going to the bench. Sent it in deep. Genesis is going to pick this up, sending it long distance on the far side. He's just going to dump it in. Allow the Genesis team to get a line change here. Agello feeds this up to Lugo. Lugo getting out of the way as the puck goes under my feet. Lugo gets around, goes on the right-hand side. He's got somebody in front. He's got glass on the far side, and Lugo gets hammered into the wall. That comes across. Genesis picking up the pace as they come end to end, and they go back the other way. Whoa, good connection on the 2-on-1, but they can't finish it. And Genesis missed that opportunity to score. We're still tied 2-2. Stroder working that one back behind the goal. Agello tries to clear, and it comes back and held to the blue line. Stroder sending this one up to Lugo. He's got a nice easy pass up to Strode. Strode's going to run it across the blue line. He's going to take a long distance shot and puts it into a shin guard. Hate those shin guard rebounds like we got here. Quick 2-on-2. Hyle's back on D, and a good poke there by Judah. Held to the blue line by Genesis, and they put it down into the corner. 13 minutes now remaining in the first half. Genesis still working it back behind the Generals' goal. They're getting one off the ice. Comes back out. Hyle's got it now. He's going to feed it up. He's got Repko to his left, and Hyle's going to chip in the corner and chase. Repko's coming to the bench. Hyle's working it down there in the corner. Genesis picks up the puck. They send it down. Judah sends it in, trying to feed it to Peterson. Peterson with a quick shot. The goalie had to react to the last minute and got a stick on it. Here come Genesis back the other direction. A stick poke there by Judah Moore. Hyle's offsides. .12:30 remaining in the first half. You know, we've been a home team a lot here, and it puts the scoreboard behind the goalie. Hard for the goalie to check the time. Bobby Stewart trying to take that face off. Judah Moore working that up the wall, sends it around the boards. Hyle's going to meet it on the far side. Bobby Stewart closing on it. Peterson giving chase now in the forecheck. Genesis picking up at the breakout spot, takes it off the wall. We're going to back up. Genesis with a nice easy shot. Monroe sends that into the glass with the stick. Judah now, Moore trying to take this up. Peterson trying to feed this over to Stewart. Stewart on the run, finding a lot of resistance with four Genesis guys. He's still working it. Judah Moore can't hold it at the blue line. They are on sides. Genesis are going to retreat back into their own zone, send it around the boards. Bobby Stewart, almost had that one on a weird bounce off the boards. That one across to Kim. Kim gives it up to the Genesis, and they're in the zone. Back to Stewart. Stewart's got Tapscott. Stewart's going to come to the bench. Tapscott trying to get a shot off. Not much on it as stick was hit from behind. Genesis collecting that back behind their goal. Come through central ice. Over to the near side, up the left side, trying to pass through his feet. Daniel Kim with a little break up there. Genesis bring it back to the point, broken up a bit by Krug. Genesis still on the puck, taking it around the right side, little poke there by Covington. Long distance shot gets absorbed by Stroder. I think he took that one in the leg and they're out of the zone. They're gonna have to reset. We're under 11 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied up 2-2. Genesis dumped that in the corner. There's a stick stuck in the wall. It's still staying there. Genesis loose, free, in front. Little backhander, and they got it in. Oh. It was just sitting down in front of the crease. .10:39 remaining. Genesis up 3-2. Must have been one of the general sticks. Kim's? It's Daniel Kim's stick stuck in the wards. Repko taking the face off. Lugo and Glass out there with him. Sent across to the far side by the Genesis. Jello tapping that one up. See if the Generals can respond here and even this one up. A lot of hockey left. Jeanette loses his stick. In the corner, Glass sends it back around the backside. Jeanette chasing down in the corner. Lugo gonna chip this one high, it's out of the zone. Glass and Repko are gonna chase. Genesis pushes it back in. Retreat to their own zone, and here they come through neutral ice. Repko's got it. He's got a free spot. Tries that shot again and goes high and up and over the shoulder of the goalie. Repko chasing back behind. He's got some help with Lugo. Lugo giving the forecheck. Now Heil on the ice almost had that one. It just went right over his stick. We're going to back up. That one flipped over to Monroe, and he takes the cover with 9:39 remaining in the first half. Face-off to the right of Monroe. Stewart taking the face-off. Drop back, one again by Genesis. That one into Peterson's shin guard. Somehow works its way through. Last-minute shot cleared to the wall by Monroe, by Moore. Another shot through traffic, and Monroe's able to squeeze that one for the whistle. Stewart taking that face off again. Again, won by the Genesis. They have to bring it back. Heil's going to give chase. Genesis send that up with a touch-up. No icing. Moore is going to send that back behind to Kim. Kim to Heil. Heil looking for Stewart and just out of reach. Taking the one-timer. He might have held that one a little bit longer. Heil working that one. Peterson working it up. Comes back, Heil's trying to take it through traffic, loses it. Hauled in by Judah, picked out of the air by the edge. They tried to run with it. General's got to get back. Peterson's coming to the bench. Heil trying to move this up. Krug right over the wall, picks up the puck. I'm going to back out a little bit. Edge send it across. Missed the breakout guy. Picks it up at the red line. Tries to go through. Daniel Kim picking that one up. Can't clear it. Edge gets a shot. Kim going down on the ice. Judah Moore is pinned up against the wall. He feeds it up to Tapscott. Tapscott to Stewart. Stewart's got Krug on the right side. Through a lot of traffic. Moore tries a toe drag as he tries to go through all the players and can't get it. Stewart with a backhand swipe trying to kick it across the ice and can't get it there. We got a 2-on-2 coming back. Krug comes back to help and picks up the pike. He's going to take it up through neutral ice and goes on the attack. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half. With Krug with a wraparound and almost gets it. The goalie had the post covered. Freezes the puck for the whistle. 7:51 remaining in the first half. 14 shots for the Genesis, 5 for the Generals. Puck is bouncing. Covington trying to get to it. Edge breaking out here. That one just over the stick. Going to come to the wall. Schroeder kind of coming in. Picked up by Krug. Krug sends it across the ice. Can't find Covington as he's picked off by the edge. General's bench is saying that they're offsides. Big hit there by Jeanette afterwards. Schroeder digging this one out. It's going to send it up to Krug just past him. Edge with a shot. That one goes off of Jeanette's shin guards. These shin guards take a beating. Surprised they don't break more often. Tapscott trying to feed this one up. Got a little bit of time. He's going to put it across to Krug. Krug's got it. He's going to feed it up to Covington. Krug. Oh, let's go. Got to get off the ice. Was right behind Krug. Covington fed it back to him, and he was headed to the bench. Coach just wanted him off the ice. They're like, that's fine. Make your decision. Make a run for it. The Edge with a nice move. Or not the Edge, the Genesis. Edge was last night. Genesis with a good cutting move around out of the corner, through the crease, and can't. Good body play by the Generals to keep him from getting the backhander into the goal. Got a little battle going on right now. Genesis with a shot. Monroe deflects it into the wall. Under 6:30 now to play in the first half. Comes back out to the edge. Back out to the point with a long distance shot. Just past the glove of Monroe. He was worried that one was in. Went through the webbing and is still in play. Edge trying to center it. Gets through all the bodies. The Edge playing it. Loses. Not the Edge. The Genesis playing it. I keep calling them the Edge. Gotta figure out. Gotta get the brain onto Genesis. I just don't want to say that word. All right, 6 minutes to play. Moore sends us up to Lugo. Lugo chips that one up, and he's going to chase it. No icing. Generals trail by 1, 3-2 here. Hanging it tight with the tough Genesis team. Genesis now racing down. Good speed. Agello loses an edge. Oh, wow. Good backside play. In position. The Genesis can't connect on the... Generals are back on the attack. Genesis in control of the ice right now, really moving the puck well and picking up some speed. Little hook there by Peterson. Genesis on sides, holding at the blue line. They got a guy coming in the back door every single time. Our D's got to pick them up. Back door, we got to...
3-2.
Goes off to Stewart with a little backhander. Nobody's crashing the net. Peterson and Heil just a little bit behind. Stewart sends it back behind the goal. Judah Moore steps up with a shot. Deflected by the Edge, by the Genesis. Gosh darn it. I'm going to have to put $1 in the jar every time I mess that up. One man cutting through our D. No. And in the goal. How did that happen? One guy by himself cuts through the D and puts it in the goal. Oh. Genesis up now 4-2. Made that look easy. Should have. I think we were playing the puck and not the body. It's a little bit of a lot of hockey this weekend when somebody beats you that way. All right. 4:44 remaining in the first half. Generals need to pick one back up. That one comes long distance to Schroeder. Tapscott just onside. Goes a little pass over to Covington. Covington sends that one around the board. He's going to try to pick up Krug on the left. Genesis with a little chip and chase. Strode's going to send us back the other direction. Picked out of the air by Genesis. Krug going through a lot of traffic. Puck's at his feet. Comes away to Tapscott. He leaves this for Covington. He's trying to feed it to Krug. Couldn't get there. Jeanette's on the puck. He loses the handle. And now it's a race, and Jeanette loses his stick. Oh, a little one-timer play, and good back check there by Strode. And Rose trying to get the puck. Jeanette's just trying to hand pass it out of the zone. Jeanette sticks in the middle of the ice. Coach is trying to tell him just go get the stick. Jeanette's on the bench, so we can get 5 guys with sticks now. That one comes up to Lugo. Lugo gets a bump That one's off the wall. Judah Moore going to pick that up. If you're wondering, you can't pick up a stick when it's on the ice. If you're holding 2 sticks, it's a penalty. So, nice that the Genesis guys pick up the stick for us and hand it to the bench. Clear it out of the way before somebody steps on it. All right, 3:15 remaining in the first half. Generals trail 3-2. 18 shots on goal by the Genesis, 5 for the Generals. Repko out there. Takes the face off. Got a lucky bounce on the last one. Got the empty netter last night. Padding his stats. That one comes around. Genesis holds it in the zone. Repko. It's under the guy on the ground. Judah chips this up. Lugo playing it. Nice not to stick the guy in the back as you're trying to get the puck loose. I think Jen's got to pick up some physicality here. That one circling Repko with a shot. Puck's still loose. In the corner. Glass chasing it down. Genesis bring it down. Chip it out of the zone. Judah Moore's got it. Sends it across the ice. Everybody's on side, but Genesis are going to bring it down the ice. I think my problem is Genesis and Gens are just, in generals, are just too close together. All right. Genesis with a shot. Monroe with a save. Peterson trying to get this one up the ice. Gets hacked from behind. Genesis trying to work this down the ice, and they're going to send that in and get a line change. 2 minutes now remaining in the first half. Judah Moore setting this one up to Bobby Stewart. He puts it back to Moore. The Genesis guys are flying right now, picking up all of our passes. General's got to find some open ice. It's going to be a slow roller. Monroe's going to let that go across the line for an icing call with 1:51 remaining in the first half, and we'll go down the other end of the ice. Is the score right?
No,
is it? It's 4? Is the score right? Is it 4-2? Okay. I got it. What?
You're scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Just helping out the scorekeeper. 1:39 remaining. Peterson trying to break towards the goal. Genesis send it over to trying to break out of the zone. Good attack there by Heil. Genesis have a 3-on-2 right now. Somebody's got to get back. They leave it at the point. Drop it to the far side. Deflected off of a general stick deep in the zone. Genesis send it back to the point with a big shot. That one in front, and they're going to say that's in. Somehow that snuck through the pads of Monroe. And it's 5-2 with a minute to go in the first half. Let's go, guys. Got to pump up Monroe. He's given up 5 here in the first half. This is not a typical outing for him. These guys are tough. Got to get some help from his D. There's a lot of tired legs out there. There's been a lot of hockey this weekend. Covington picking up the face-off. Genesis take it off the wall. Gonna back up. Covington gonna go forward. Gets it over to Tapscott and he whiffs on it. Genesis sent it down the ice. That'll be an icing call with just under a minute to go. At the break, we'll get about a 10-minute ice cut. We'll leave you to watch the Zamboni, let the video roll, and we'll come back when they're ready. Covington on the ice with Tapscott and Krug. Puck is still sitting there at the face-off spot. Tapscott was working at it to try to get it. Covington tries to move it forward. Deflected back down by Covington. Still working in the corner. Covington's on it. Nobody's in front. Tapscott now getting there. Oh, the pass intercepted by Genesis. Jeanette with a great shot and off the blocker with a great save by the Genesis goalie. 25 seconds to go. Jeanette working this in front. Going to bring it out of the zone. Getting slashed to death. Coming up in front of us. Try not to fall off my bench. Genesis leaving in front in the slot. Now shot just wide. Right past Monroe's head. Genesis winding up again. They play it back and forth with the D with the shot through traffic. Comes off the wall. 3 seconds now. Comes to Krug. And he trips over a stick. But I think he's up. All right. Well, that's our first half. General's trailing at this one, deep in a hole, 5-2. We got a lot of hockey left. Another 25 minutes. These guys are tired. We're going to take a break. Got to put you on mute. Okay, we're getting set back up, getting ready to bring the boys back on the ice. Refs are putting their goals in spot. It's been a tough first half. These guys are tired. It's been a long weekend. In a bit of a hole here, 5-2. They need a couple good early ones to pick up some momentum, drive some adrenaline. Like we saw last night, they were in a bit of a hole. Got a couple quick goals, 4 goals in about 5 minutes. It gave them the motivation to come back and hang on for that game. So we need a little pump up here. Maybe they've gotten some goose. Maybe they got something going on. Is Cam going in the goal? So we're going to get a goalie switch. Cam Gaddis is going to come out, take the pipes. Maybe the switching goalies will drive a change in luck for the Generals. It's 19 shots on goal for Genesis, 6 for the Generals. Boys stretching it out. They got to be tight. The whole. I think they're just tired and want to lie down on the ice. All right, there's our whistle to get things started. These refs. We want to head back too. Coach is going to huddle it up. I guess with no whistle that blows, they got a minute. Looking with some words of information from Coach Stewart. Let's go, Jens. Let's go, guys. Get it rocking. Stewart's coming out to take the face off. He's got Krug to his left, Covington to his right. Moore and Agello. Stewart wins the face-off. That's a good sign. That's a big change from the first half, but the Genesis quickly bring it down into the zone. Beat Agello. Almost broken free by Stewart. Back and forth off the wall. Finally tipped up. Stewart's going to get this one across the blue line. Got to leave it for Covington. Just a miscommunication there. The ice is trying to set up here. Oh, a high hit as Moore takes one to the head. Coaches wanted to call. This is the ref that thinks everything's a shoulder shot. Yeah, when the ice is wet, the puck sticks, so it's not sliding off the kids' stick the way they expect, so it's just kind of getting stuck, especially in the middle. Agello's going to clear that one off, picked off in red 100% by the Genesis guy in green. Agello takes the guy into the wall. Krug has Covington to the right, and I thought we were offsides, but no whistle. The ref is down on the ice. Going back the other direction. It's a 4-on-2. We got to get back. Got a lot of tired legs. Genesis with a shot. Gaddis with a push to the wall. Genesis still in play here. Stewart trying to just chip this one and get it out of the zone. Stewart and Covington come to the bench. Little guys on the losing it. Glass chips it forward to Repko. Repko through the legs. The Genesis guy there to pick that up. Comes back to Strode. Strode off the wall. Picked up by Genesis. They're on sides. They're coming in hard. Cutting back behind the goal. Quick stop. Trying to shake Strode. Good battles going on in front. Back to the point for Genesis. Long distance shot. Hits the Genesis guy in the back. Puck sticks on the ice again. That corner just doesn't set up well. Jeanette with a big hit, putting a guy in the wall. And that was a catalyst yesterday after the break. Generals picked up the physicality and it started changing the nature of the game. We'll see if they've got it left. We've been leaving the back door wide open. Gaddis gets the save on that. Woo! We're leaving the back door wide open. They've just been missing on the shots, but in that case, Gaddis saves the day. That's a long pass to Tapscott. He's saying he's offsides. We got to watch the back door. We're leaving it. We got to watch the back door. We're leaving it wide open. Peterson takes that face off. Comes across, shot, bouncing puck. Gaddis gets it with his left pad, sends it around the boards. Kim coming to the wall here. Chips it up, comes off in a weird angle. Lugo leaves it for Heil. Heil trying to get it up the wall. Comes out of the zone, mid-ice, and the Genesis wait and hold it up while they get on sides. Heil poking. Shot. Rebound is available. Moore's going to clean this up, send it out. Damn, can't clear the zone. Genesis still working it. Lugo sends it up over to the wall. Peterson trying to skate it up, trying to get it out, getting harassed by the guys. Ooh, got to watch the puck. Took it off the wall at the bench. That one's going to scoot to the Genesis goalie. He gets a cover. Genesis goalie hasn't faced too many shots. 7 from the Generals so far. Not our season high. Genesis have 23 shots on goal. 5 have gotten through. Stewart out there to take the face-off. Covington to the left. Krug to the right. Krug has the puck. Good poke there by Agello, but he's left him out of position as the Genesis bring this down. Shot wide of the net. Genesis coming to the wall. Genesis working in the corner. Chip Backus. Door again. Leaving that guy hanging out back there. They're connected and they scored. So with 21 minutes left in the second half, it's now 6-2. Repko taking the face off. Wins it and comes away with it. Trying to skate through 2 defenders. Can't get there. Glass pressuring. Working it down in the corner. Genesis chipping that up the wall. Carson trying to keep it in play. Tapscott still onside somehow. Jello trying to get back. Tapscott chips it up to Repko. Gotta make sure we all do. Glass coming and Kim going over the wall. Tapscott just can't get to it. Now he's on the puck trying to get it out over the wall. Repko's on it. Maybe he's got some legs and he's trying to cut around the D. Leaves it for Kim to the right. Repko coming to the bench. Kim takes it back behind the goal. Tapscott follows him. Oh, nice little play. Kim left it for Tapscott. Tapscott passed it back to Kim as he circled back around in front of the net. Good connection. Kim's stick was on the ice. He's picked it back up. Little play off the wall by the Genesis. A long distance throw, and Gaddis has it in the glove. 19:48 remaining in the second half. Peterson taking the face off. Kim and Heil on the ice with him. Heil's going to scoop it up, take it up the left side. Going to chip and chase a bit. Genesis guys have good speed. That's a hard play. Peterson just trying to get the bouncing puck. Get out of the way. Genesis takes it across the blue line. Stick lift. Jeanette takes the guy down. Lost the stick again. Genesis bring it back to the point. Go to the D. Backhanded shot to drop it back in the corner. Peterson almost got that one. Lugo trying to clear it out now. Sends it across. It's across the blue line. Kim on the run. He's got Heil down the left-hand side. Kim gets bodied up in the corner. Taken down back behind the net. Oh no, Jello slips on the ice. Stewart with the assist to Heil. Heil with a shot just wide of the net. Generals need a little catalyst here to get them going and get something. Get these guys some hop in their step. Puck is stuck on the wall. But Jello lost the stick, came back. Good little back check there. Little flick there. Doesn't hit the ceiling somehow. Comes off the back wall. Gaddis leaves it for Moore. In the corner around the referee. Back to the point. Back to Moore in the corner. Just a little back and forth pass practice. Good idea to try to feed Stewart. Here comes Krug. He gets it to Stewart. Stewart with a shot trying to connect with Krug and can't get there. Back behind Genesis goal, and here they come back out. Sends it long distance with a touch-up, so no icing. Good play by Gaddis as he comes out of the net to play that one for the Generals. Krug tied up on the far wall. Covington going to pick this up. He's next to Stewart. Jeanette's going to step up and pick that up at the blue line. Sends it in down low, glove side. And the goalie picks up the puck last minute and gets it in the glove for the whistle. 17:27 remaining in the second half. Generals trail 6-2. Face off to the left of the Genesis goalie. Glass chips that one down to the corner. Taps out trying to meet it on the far side. Gets through everybody and is going to come to the near side. Strode with the puck, sends it across to Jeanette. Oh. All right, they got a trip. Coach Stewart wanted to make sure an arm went in the air. I think Jens is going to try to say like he fell. But I think Jeanette got his feet taken out from under him. 17:01 left in the second half. The Generals are going to go on a power play. Ref with the call. Thought he was going to call. So, Genesis in the box for tripping. Generals go on the power play. Repko taking the face-off. Taps got to the right. Glass to the left. Repko been winning face-offs here. Genesis send it around. A little chip and chase. A little bouncing puck. And Gaddis puts it in the glove for the cover. We'll get a face-off. Generals end of the ice. Coach Stewart calls for a change-out. .150 left in the Generals power play. Peterson taking the face-off. Kim and Heil out there with him. The Genesis win that face-off, shoot, and it goes into the netting. Bouncing puck coming off the face-off. Heil trying to chase it. Genesis hold it at the blue line. Genesis have it in the corner. They're short-handed, applying pressure to the Generals, and another shot that Gaddis has to squeeze for the whistle. Coach running through lines quickly here every chance that he gets. He knows he's got tired legs out there. Let these guys get a little bit of a chance to recover. Stewart taking that face-off. Pulled back by Genesis. They're sending it in deep. 1:25 left on the power play. Gaddis sends us around the boards. Covington coming down, trying to get control. Has the puck. Trying to pull the Genesis in deep. Jello sends it around the boards. Picked up, and it's picked it up by Genesis. Sent in and deflected up into the netting. Guys just hanging out like it's any other Sunday afternoon. Cool as a cucumber. All right, 16:08 left in the second half. Generals trying to turn this into a power play. 1:08 left with the extra skater. Genesis in the box for tripping. Genesis gloved that one down to the ice. Gaddis lets that one go to the wall. Sends it around. Stewart has no pressure and picks it up in the corner. Now he's got one on. Puck gets stuck down there. The Genesis player loses an edge. We got 5-on-3 right now if he hustles. Stewart tries to cut through, and gets hammered by the defense. And Genesis able to ice this. Gaddis comes out to help. Leaves it for Moore. Come around, pick this up, sends it. Back to Stewart. Stewart, with a bad leave on the ice, and it goes back to Gaddis. 30 seconds now on the power play. We'll try it again. Just past Judah's stick. Genesis are going to just chip it all the way in. Gaddis is out of the box. Ooh, trying to get a guy down in front. Oh, wow. Good play for Krug to clear the one from the crease. As Gaddis got caught out, he was back behind the goal with the Genesis player. Krug tries to send it over to Covington. Covington taking over the far side. We're back to equal strength. Repko taking the face off. We're back to even strength. Just under 15 minutes to play in the second half. Generals trail 6-2. And a tough match here against the Genesis. Genesis picking that one up. Ooh, a little good foot play there by Jeanette. That one comes down. Stroder going to take the puck from Gaddis. Tap's got it at the breakout point. Feeds it to Repko. He's got Kim on the far side. Kim's going to get the puck. Going to send it in just wide of the net. Hoping for a bounce off the back wall. Jeanette picking that up at the red line, sends it back to Strode. Strode to Repko. Repko just flicking it up. Gets it up to Ken. Back to Repko. Sends a shot in that the goalie's got to cover. 10th shot on goal for the Generals. .14:08 left in the second half. Generals trail 6-2. Genesis win the face-off, come down the ice hard. Jeanette and Strode getting back quickly. Heil picking that up, trying to disrupt the passing for the Genesis here. Peterson got a stick on it, poking into the corner. Puck sent across. Heil trying to chip it up and get a break there. Tired legs. Genesis coming down, free rein to the goalie, and Gaddis able to squeeze the puck and get the whistle. 13:26 now remaining in the second half. .30 shots on goal now for Genesis, 10 for the Gens. So it's a 3-to-1 shot ratio, and we got a 3-to-1 score ratio. Genesis with a shot, and he says they're offsides. He pulled the puck back and pulled them off sides. Sends the puck over to Agello. He's trying to feed it up to Krug. Krug over to Stewart. He can't hang on to it. Genesis send that the other direction. Judah Moore sends it up the right wall, trying to find Stewart. Stick lift for the Genesis. Coming down. Agello's going to pick up the puck. Covington sends it across to Stewart. He's got Krug to his left, goes to Krug. Krug's a left-hander. He's on the forehand. He shoots it, loses the angle, and the goalie's able to glove it. Shot was on the ice. 12:55 remaining in the second half. Stewart wins the faceoff. Sent in more. Krug with a quick one-timer. Needs to get that off the ice and put it in the corner. He knows it. He's shaking his head. He had a perfect opportunity there. Good setup from Stewart off the faceoff and just couldn't get that puck off the edge of the stick. Here comes the edge. Genesis with a quick pass that's wide of the goal. Agello back behind picked it up. Trying to chip it out. Krug trying to feed this up to Stewart. They're still on the ice. Been a long shift for those two. Krug coming to the bench now. Genesis with a shot up into the glass, coming up to the near wall. Genesis pull it back into their end of the ice. Coming back down the right-hand side. Around Moore. Centering pass. Oh, somehow Gaddis got the save on that. The back door was open again, and Gaddis bails them out and keeping the 6-2. Fed up to Glass. Glass trying to go through the legs, leaving it for Tapscott, and the Genesis pick up the puck. Just down to 12 minutes to go, so a little more than halfway through this second half. That one, Repko getting mauled out there. That's a big kid going up against Repko. Could be a trip there. I don't know. Coaches were reacting about something, not sure. Both of them kind of ducked, maybe nervous. Genesis send that puck across to the far side, and they're just going to look like they were going to dump it in, but if they send that in, that should be icing. No icing. I guess somebody touched it. 11:30 remaining in the second half. General's got to start their comeback any time now. We'll just wait for our goals. I need somebody to post a comment that says, we just need one more. That worked yesterday. All right. Puck's down in the corner, and the Genesis just outskating us. Tired Tapscott coming to the bench. 11 minutes now remaining in the second half. That one makes it all the way just out of the zone. Good last minute touch by Strode to get that over to Lugo, who sends that in and comes around the boards. Kim working it down in the corner. Teamed up with Heil. Coach Peterson was saying Jack Heil's been playing a bit more of a physical game. Really not so much hitting, but just carrying the puck through skaters and taking that. Good little poke there by Kim as he's going to come to the bench. Genesis will retreat back in their zone. 10:30 now remaining in the second half. So Genesis just dumped this one in the end, forcing the Generals to come back and pick it up. Jeanette trying to work this one back up. Skating hard. Gets it through. Trying to get to Peterson. Peterson through the legs. That one goes off of a stick and up back behind the goal. Heil gives it in centering, and it was in the crease and cleared by Genesis, but they've got a big guy with a lot of speed unencumbered with a shot. Oh! And somehow Gaddis had the save, but somehow gets second hit. I don't know if Gaddis put it back into the net or the guy got a second shot at it and puts it in. So it's 7-2. 10 minutes remaining in the second half. Jens win the face-off, pull it back, send it up the left side to Krug. It comes off the wall at a weird angle. And I think they're going to say hand pass. Stewart taking the face-off. Comes back to Agello. He chips it up forward. Back to Agello, tries to kick it. Back to Stewart. Stewart getting a lot of resistance. Genesis send that across. And Covington gets it poked away, sends it up to Stewart, gonna back up. Nice pass across to Krug. Krug trying to work it off the wall, and he gets taken down on the ice, up quickly. Sends around, Covington trying to work it, and sends it across the ice. Oh, a good foot play there by the Genesis player. Otherwise, Krug would have another shot at it. That one coming off rebound, slot, right pad save. Good job by Gaddis to double up on the saves. 1-2 there. Goes back down into the corner. Big shot from the point. Gonna shoot wide. Gets free. Covington's gonna take this one up. He's got Stewart with him. Oh, and a good poke away there by the Genesis. Puts it in the corner. Tapscott's gonna send it up. Stewart, he's just gonna touch it up and let it go in. Covington comes to the bench. Jeanette holds it at the blue line. Onside, sends it in through traffic. Deflected down by the Genesis players, and they're gonna chip it up. Comes back to Jeanette. Jeanette to Moore. 8:30 now remaining. Coach said, let's just get one, guys. Gaddis hanging out down there. Jeanette's going to pick this one up and skate around. This guy's been on the ice a lot this weekend. Repko playing this one. Glass playing it from his knees. Everybody's on the ice now. These Genesis guys are just bulldozing us. They got a good size advantage and a quick shot there, and Gaddis makes the squeeze for the save with 8:02 remaining in the second half. Peterson taking the face off. Hiles to his right. He's out there. Peterson, Heil, and Kim are your three forwards. Heil trying to get the puck back as Genesis take it back behind their goal. Heil still doing a forecheck there. That puck gets past Strode. Somebody's got to skate for it. Moore going down to the corner. It's kind of like, who's a little less tired than the other guy? That puck comes. Oh! Strode turns and sends that into the wall. Genesis team still hustling and picking up these pucks. It's just under 7:30 left in the second half. Generals trail 7-2. Kimmer trying to hustle it. Oh, Pearson tripped down. Genesis working the puck in the corner. They can take the time off the clock. That one's going to come to Kimmer. He's going to try to send it across to Heil. He's just able to get a stick on it. And the Genesis will reset in their end as we're under 7 minutes to play in the second half now. Shot. Woo! Just past the glove of Gaddis. It hits the glass. Kimmer left it, and the Genesis still working it. Peterson's going to take it back behind the net. Jello touches one up and tries to get it out. Genesis bring it in tight. More Krug tried to clear that one. Couldn't get it out of the zone. Genesis back in. Ooh, back door there. Jello's doing a good job against a small, tiny little Genesis guy. Hadn't noticed him before. Oh, wow. Krug takes down a guy. Lugo picks up the puck at red line. Chips it up forward back to Krug, just past him. Genesis are going to reset. Just under 6 minutes to play. Score 7-5, Generals trailing. Well, that one picked up by Covington. He's going to get a good shot here. Oh, he tries to pass it. I should have shot that. Genesis player lays out on the ice and picks up the pass. Back to Stewart, comes out to Lugo on the wall. He takes a shot. Wow, a last-minute kick out by the Genesis goalie saves that one. Generals can't buy a goal right now. Genesis with a 2-on-1 coming past Lugo. Oh, they go back to the left. Misses the net. 5:23 remaining in the second half. Here come the Genesis. Lay out there by Covington. But the puck gets free on the loose side, and that beats Gaddis for the 8th goal for the Genesis. 5:15 left to play in the second half. Coach is saying go out and cheer up your goalies because it's been a tough game. We knew this would be a tough competition against these guys. Maybe they haven't played as much hockey as we have all weekend. Good sized team, good speed, and we've got tired Gens. All right, shots on goal now, 39 for Genesis, just 12 for the Generals. Trying to get some momentum here. We should have a rolling clock now, so the time's going to run away fast for the Gens. Comes across to Jeanette, goes down into the corner. Back door. Oh, wow, good save there by Gaddis. Coach Stewart's trying to tell the team, let's just get one more goal. Like, just push them a little bit. They know they probably can't win this now that we've got a rolling clock. But if we can get one more goal, builds the team up, and good way to go into a break. We've got a couple weekends off. We got one weekend off. We have a game on September 6th. We are at the St. James up in Alexandria, Virginia. We've got a game Saturday afternoon at about 4 o'clock. We'll get it posted on Facebook here and on YouTube. And then we've got a game on Sunday morning at about noon. So that's the weekend of September 6th and 7th, the weekend after Labor Day. You can catch us here on YouTube. Jack Heil trying to break that one free and sent back into Jeanette. Peterson trying to just scoop this one up and take it up and dumps it in. Down to 4 minutes to go. Jeanette trying to carry this one in, gets pushed up against the wall and taken down on the ice. Dennis player taking it all the way down and around, back behind the goal. Puck's bouncing. Jeanette trying to clear. Heil's going to try to chip it off the wall and can't get the bounce. Comes back to Heil. That would be the whistle. Well, I thought they called a high stick. Genesis send it in long distance. They're going to leave it for Stroder. Strode's going to push it up to Stewart. Stewart across to Lugo, who loses an edge and goes down. Sends it across. Strode just pushing body. Gaddis with a save, and it's in the net. Gaddis thought he had it. Rolling clock now is just under 3 minutes, and it's 9-2. Repko wins the faceoff. Lap shifts for all the boys. That one shot off of a stick up high. I don't know how that didn't go in. Another backdoor shot. Somehow Gaddis made that save. And that one's up into the rafters on above the bench. That was an amazing save. I don't know. I don't know if he like flashed the leather and just windmilled, but Gaddis drives the save on that. We're down to 2 minutes, rolling clock. Back. Strode tries to send us up to mid-ice. Lugo trying to settle that puck. Sends it across to Covington. Covington over to Stewart. Stewart's going to leave it back to Covington, who gets muscled off the puck. Here come the Genesis back the other way. Around the D. And Gaddis forces him off to the left. Good play by the goalie. Agello's down on the ice. That one almost out of the zone. They're saying it's onside. Agello, I think, had a stick lift there and broke up the play. 1:15 remaining in the second half. That one all the way across into the corner. Stewart's going to try to dig it out. Sends it back behind the General's goal. Strode's going to pick it up. 1 minute to play. So that comes back to Stewart. Stewart across the ice just past Krug. Covington doing the back check, chasing. Delayed offsides, and we'll get the whistle. That'll probably end the game. We've got about a minute to go. Send some guys out to take the face off. Peterson going to take the last face off with 30 seconds on the clock. Trying to kick it forward. Kim comes away with it. Kim going to get a shot. Oh, he tried to pull the trigger to get to Heil, but another defensive move by Genesis. They have just not let us get a shot off here. Kim with a shot. Back to Heil. 15 seconds on the clock. Back to Jello, and we got Kim down in front of the crease. That last whistle will end it. We'll show you our scoreboard. Not a happy one for the Generals, but they've had a long, tough weekend. It's 9-2. 45 shots on goal for the Genesis, 13 the Generals. That ends a long weekend here in Pennsylvania, just outside of Philly. These guys are tired. Good showing by everybody. Come away on the weekend. 3 wins, 2 losses. Good start to the season. We've got a long season ahead of us, so we hope you join us. We appreciate your support of Richmond Generals hockey, and we will catch you on September 6th. Thank you.